Joining us right now is neurologist Dr. Tom Pitts. Dr. Pitts, I know you and I have spoken about this at length. McConnell, to me, was not a politician in that moment. He was somebody's daddy. He was someone who was going through a health episode. Remind our viewers what you believe the issue is here.
Hey, Adrienne, good morning. Yeah, it's very sad to see, from a human point of view, transcending politics. This is hard to watch. What's worse to watch is, no one, again, calling 911, including the guy on the radio. They got him that whole radio set up. He didn't call 911. He just left him there. What's going on here? You see the eyes deviate right. He hears a question off to his left. He becomes confused. He says, what? That is mistaken for a hearing problem, but actually it was hyperfiring probably of the auditory cortex of the brain, the part that hears in the brain of the temporal lobe on the left side. That shoots his eyes over to the right. His head slightly turns to center. You see him tense up on the podium, and he's probably having a brief seizure with confusion afterwards. He answers yes, but not appropriately when the woman off screen comes on and asks him if he's okay. He answers yes, but he's clearly confused, and then he comes to after a few seconds, and this can be typical of partial seizures.
The partial seizure, the woman going up, I felt for her because she had the hard task of trying to make it look like everything's okay, stay calm, don't overreact. And yet you're wondering why we didn't see a paramedic or somebody come up and assist. I know if I tried to tell my grandfather, if he was going through something like this, to step down, to get out of the job that he's in, my grandfather would tell me to shut up. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's as stubborn as my granddaddy was, but no doubt there are concerns about his fitness to serve in office. If the senator were your patient, what would you advise him to do?
Well, the first thing I can tell you is that no one can give a long-term prognosis about if he can work or not without diagnosing him appropriately with an exam and imaging, EEG, right? All the tests that come with this. In the short term, though, in the immediate term, here's what I could tell you. Having rotated at Wright-Patt Air Force Base Medical Center through Wright State University as a civilian medical student and resident, I believe our servicemen and women are med boarded out of the military if they have epilepsy. He's had 2 of these now. If they're seizures, that would be consistent with epilepsy. So why would he be above our servicemen and women, given the gravity of his job? So in the short term, till we figure this out, I do not believe he is fit to serve. You saw how he said yes inappropriately. Who knows what he's saying yes or no to? Long term, well, we have a workup to do. But in the short term, no, it would not be appropriate to hold a job of this gravity given what's going on.
If your diagnosis is correct, is there any effective treatment for what he's going through?
Well, yeah, absolutely. First, you got to look at the underlying cause, right? Did he have a stroke? Did he have a brain tumor growing there? Is it a cardiac arrhythmia that's not allowing enough blood flow to get up to that area? Depending on what that is, there's treatments for potentially all of the above. But the first thing is, right, get him to medical attention. And if this was a stroke causing seizure, which can happen when you don't get enough blood flow, there's a time window, about 3 to 4.5 hours, to get someone to the hospital, and they're just like playing it off like nothing happened. It's a really bad decision as a human for his health.
You'd think that he would at least have a spokesperson come out and say, you know what, we're going to take a break. Labor Day weekend's coming up. The senator will take some time to just heal or rest. But for anybody at home who has a loved one with similar symptoms, what's the best case scenario for improving their quality of life?
Well, I mean, the first thing you got to do is prevent any ongoing injury from causing permanent injury. So if he's having a seizure, right, that has to be addressed because that can cause cardiac arrest. You can have sudden cardiac death during a seizure. You can become unsafe. You can fall during a seizure, right? If he's having a stroke, again, there's blood clot busting medicines. We can go to the cath lab and actually remove a blood clot from the brain within a time window. If he's having a cardiac arrhythmia, we can adjust that or correct that, but it has to be brought to attention. So I would say the first thing to do to preserve quality of life is prevent permanent injury, and by respecting these time windows and the fact that time is brain, heart is time is brain, time is heart, you got to get people to the medical system immediately. And this is not like the Soviet Union where we have to play off, oh no, everything's fine. I don't know why that's the mantra. Oh no, he's fine, everybody just speak up. Come on, we all know there's a problem. Yeah. We're not dumb. Just get him to the appropriate people and treat him like a human being.
An 81-year-old human being at that. Dr. Pitts, thank you so much. We always appreciate you being on with us. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.